Hey class. I wanted to record a quick lecture to talk about metaphors for a minute. So, metaphor is one of those terms that, in my experience at least, everyone learned a definition to in high school, but maybe the definition you learned in high school isn't the correct one. Let me work with you. So the definition I find that most high school students are taught is that a metaphor is a comparison not using like or as, which goes, of course, kind of with a simile, which is a comparison using like or as. That's not wrong, but it's also kind of limiting and a little backwards because, okay, a metaphor is any comparison that causes the mind to compare two unexpected ideas. Wow, I know, a little big, but here we go. It's using language to draw a bridge between two words or ideas that have never been used before, right? And that means, incidentally, that similes are a form of metaphor. High five if you already knew that. But so when we think about metaphor as writers, what I want us to be thinking about is the wild power that gives us in language. And I know that's a weird way to think about it, but hear me for a second, right? So if you make a metaphor, you create a connection between two words, two ideas that previously had never perhaps been bridged before, right? Like this is a way to create new meaning. And in fact, I find personally that when you use metaphor beyond your own even like expectation, you can create wild meanings. Okay, so what am I talking about? If you said that someone was as thoughtful as seltzer water, and if you want to be honest about why that came out of my mouth, this is a can of seltzer water. It's what's standing right next to me. Like, okay, I just created a metaphor that I'm going to guess has never been used before. And even though I admit that one kind of doesn't make all the sense on the earth, there's a way in which when I said it and when you read it, that you are kind of put into a place of trying to figure out what that means. Like, how is seltzer water thoughtful? Bubbly, maybe, right? It creates this connection, right? You draw a bridge between these two ideas no matter how far apart, right? And that's kind of a weird power is what I want you guys to think about. So, there's a little exercise beneath this. I hope you guys like it. But I want you to be thinking about that. What is the most powerful thing you can get language to do for you today? Have a good one.